Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Today, we are talking about the final Smackdown on Fox. Not the
Yeah,
final Smackdown,
let's
but
go.
I guess I'm happy it's over.
Woo, woohoo.
It makes no difference to me. I just gotta watch USA again. So,
Yeah, that's true. And I get to watch whatever I watch Smackdown on.
so I mean,
I forgot
Daily
what channel
Motion for
it
you.
is.
Really, nothing changes for you.
No, I haven't watched on Daily Motion ever.
Never, not even once.
No.
All right. Well, some of us had to because Hulu decided we don't get Smackdown anymore.
Yeah, sucks for you, man. You should
It
pay
did
for a better
suck for me.
membership.
You know what? From this day forward, I'm not a Hulu homie anymore. Not
That's what
happening.
I'm saying. Hulu homies, more like no.
Well, that didn't rhyme, but or have anything to do with Hulu homies. But I'm not that anymore.
We're taking the stand, Chris.
And right at this moment, I'm a Daily Motion dude.
And today is all about taking a stand because tonight's episode of SmackDown had a lot of bad things on it, average things on it, and some really down horrendous things on it.
I have to say, why the hell are you launching into a sponsorship? We don't have a.
Wait, what was I going to sponsor?
I don't know. It sounded like a transition into an ad.
No, we're talking about the episode of SmackDown and how bad it was.
All right, okay. Let's. Well, you know what
Triple
they
H should
say.
be ashamed of himself, but he's going to pay for his actions.
I, how are you gonna make that happen? I
We'll
want to
get
know
to it
now.
later. We'll get to it later.
All right, stick around to the end of the review, or maybe we talk about that.
Exactly.
And in case anyone else is listening that may potentially be involved in law enforcement, I'm not involved. This is just his plan.
It's not a crime, Chris.
I don't know
We're
what
like
you're
always
doing. It's
doing
been
All
about
Out,
payback.
okay?
I don't
The
know.
All Out had a lot of crimes, okay? That was a lot of crimes.
Well, that's a lights out match, man.
No, we're talking about before the Lights Out match.
Well, that wasn't during a match. That was just
That was right
during the
after. It doesn't matter what happened during the match. I'm telling you there was crimes on All Out. That's what I was saying.
I know there was crimes. And
Exactly, but I'm not like that, Chris.
all right. Anyway, let's get to this crime of a show. Cody Rhodes starts off, says, "Hey, welcome back to SmackDown, Michael Cole." And he says, "I know I'm going to be
Keep telling
interrupted."
people it was in my past.
I guess, yeah. And he says, "You know what? I know I'm going to be interrupted, but before that, I'm just going to invite him out anyway. Bloodline, come on down."
And they come out because they were already there behind the curtain.
Yeah, because they were waiting respectfully.
Yeah. And they're like, I knew my time would come.
So they come out. Of course, Solo gets in the ring, starts talking to Cody, and Cody's like, "You know what? One of you does deserve a shot, but not you, Solo. Jacob Fatu."
And then
Which
Jacob Fatu comes up and he says, Amen.
I really love. My tribal chief. I will sit back down.
He said, Solo, I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
You are my tribal chief. And then he got back down from the apron.
So next, and then, well, before you even get to next week, it's going to be Solo and Cody in a steel cage. Before we get to that, they tried to jump Cody for trying to cause friction in the bloodline. And then DIY and Street Profits come out to stop that. Apparently, with Nick Aldis, he was just waiting. And then
He
Nick
said, whoa, whoa,
Aldis,
whoa. Do you all want to get fined or something?
I mean, if you want to be lame about it,
It was like, this is a wrestling show, Nick Aldis. What are you talking about?
how dare you wrestle on a wrestling program?
Yeah.
Bastard. But anyway, he comes out and he says, "You're going to wait till next week. Steel cage match, you two. Tonight, 8-man tag the rest of you."
Yeah. I was not looking forward to this.
No, no. So here's the deal with this SmackDown. So we're all clear. This is very much just we're leaving this network. We couldn't be bothered at this point.
Oh, and some
Let's,
people felt it worse than many.
yeah. And they were just saying, you know what, we're gonna set it for next week. Watch next week. That's more important. Don't worry about this show.
Yes. They're hoping we forget about this show, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You won't. You apparently have a grudge against it.
Oh, I wonder why.
I do wonder why. Actually, I really don't know. I
You are
didn't
living
realize.
under a rock, Patrick Star.
I didn't realize that you were so violently upset by this episode, but please enlighten me as we go along here.
Okay.
So we move on. Tiffany Stratton's backstage with the Pretty Deadly. They're talking about some musical. I wasn't paying too much attention. Then Nia Jax shows up
To be honest.
and says, "Hey Tiff, I know you weren't trying to turn on me right there with that briefcase." She said, "Absolutely not. Matter of fact, would you come out and support me during my match?" And then Nia Jax says, "I'll support you just like you supported me."
Well, I'm not. This relationship is going very well.
I guess. Define well,
Well,
you know.
50 Stray, Nia Jax, the duo of the duo.
Okay, sure. But anyway, we get to the match. It's Bailey and Stratton. I mean, it's probably by default the best match on the show, right?
Um, a fine match.
Well, I mean, there's a triple threat match later
Oh,
on.
this match was good. This match was good, but I mean, there's nothing great on this show.
I think great. It's either good or, you know, eh. Well, now I
Or
remember why
even
you're
better
outraged about this.
and too short, to be honest.
All right. Well, I
It
mean,
had better, whatever.
it's good wrestling that sets up an angle of Nia Jax accidentally costing Tiffany Stratton the match. That's all it is.
Yes. Nia Jax not as efficient as she could be.
Not in the slightest. We move on
Hey,
to
I'm looking forward to see where it goes here. Where does the musical come into play? That's my question.
I could care less.
Chris, you don't like musicals. I've seen a musical in my life, and I think I like musicals.
I make exceptions for some of them. Like Wonka was good. Rocket Man was good.
I've been to musicals. I should have been in some musical. I think I was. I think I was in some musical.
You were in a musical. Name the musical.
Probably forced me to do it, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I was in one.
I would like to know the name of this musical.
Nah, I mean, maybe not, but I was in chorus, that's for sure.
Get us to 100 subscribers. You'll reveal the name of the musical.
I don't think I even remember what the name of it was, but you know
Well, you
what?
better remember.
It may have been about America. I don't remember. But anyway, I sing a bunch of songs, and it was not by choice.
Well, you know what? You better remember the name of the musical in the description because 67 subscribers from now, I'm making you talk about it.
Well, I'm not gonna remember. I'm just gonna make up a story, okay?
Whatever floats your boat, pal. Anyway,
Stop using sayings that don't make sense.
it makes plenty of sense. You know, whatever works for you, boss.
At least I say things that make sense.
Debate them.
I call
Okay.
people the duo of the duo. It makes sense.
It's
But what
something.
you just said, no, no way.
All right. Anyway, Kevin Owens backstage. A-Town Down Under show up, make fun of him a little bit. Then Kevin Owens,
I'm Australian, man, and you're not Australian.
yeah, and you lost to Cody Rhodes. You suck. And then Kevin Owens says, "Wait, know what? You're stupid. You're both
And you
idiots."
do the
Punch
shoey
in.
thing, and it's kind of gross.
Yeah. And you know what? You're both knucklehead McSpazatrons, like my homie SpongeBob says. And you know
Yeah,
what?
SpongeBob.
No, I could fight Cody, and we're still friends. I bet you two can't fight and still be friends. Triple threat match later, right, pals? See you there.
And they were like, wait. And then he left.
Yeah, we don't see them till the match later.
Yeah. Seems like A-Town is pretty down.
Oh, they're down, all right.
They've been down for years.
Anyway, speaking of down, we have another Legado del Fantasma segment where Humberto and Garza are downed by their leader, Santos Escobar.
Yeah, crushing their dreams.
They said, "We won a match finally, let's go." And he said, "Man, why don't you win some gold, you losers?"
You know, he's got a point, honestly.
I guess, but I
They need
think
some gold, and they need to be good. Because LWO is not doing it.
they really said, "You know you're losers because you were surprised that you won a match."
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. That's pretty true.
Are LWO and them still beefing or no?
But they're on different brands,
No, different brands. Okay.
completely different brands. Yeah.
Do they have gold in LWO?
Um, I don't think so. No.
Damn.
Yeah, because Ray doesn't have any. And the rest
Rey
of them
Mysterio
don't.
needs some gold. Okay, Rey Mysterio is the best legend. He's a Hall of Famer, actually.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah. Well,
I
anyway, they need
I
some
wouldn't.
gold. Santos needs gold. Everyone needs gold.
I wouldn't mind Rey Mysterio already put in that work for like a solid year, you know.
Yeah, looking good.
But anyway, speaking to not looking so good though. The reason I suddenly realized you really hate the show, Giovanni Vinci versus Apollo Crews.
Is they showed him at the beginning of the show, Giovanni Vinci, and he was coming out of a car and he was looking good. And they showed it like it was gonna be a big deal later. He comes out with the worst music I've ever heard. He comes out with a smooth little entrance, right? But unfortunately, somehow this character, as much as they built it, it's actually a joke character. Apparently,
He's an idiot, apparently.
he's actually dumb as fuck, or the referee screwed him over, whatever you want to say. But yeah,
Yeah, this man's dumber than a sack of bricks.
that's how he looks, honestly.
Well, actually, I would say the referee screwed him over because match hadn't started yet. He turns around for a few seconds trying to
The
take off his
referee is an
tracksuit.
asshole. Exactly.
And while he's in the middle of taking his tracksuit off, he's turned around. The referee's like, you know what? I fucking hate you, buddy. And then he rings the bell. Apollo Crews pins him, and then that's the match. 10 seconds.
Yeah, this is not how I expected this to go. Honestly, I expected it to be like Giovanni Vinci is our next Italian star. Except this is not how you make an Italian star, I would say.
I wasn't expecting all that. I was expecting a decent 10, 15-minute match.
No, I really did expect that. I wouldn't expect a 10 to 15-minute match, that's for sure. Right? At least make him look good in the shorter match, but I think that this was way too short and he lost, and he looks dumb and kind of like Santino Morella, honestly.
And what does this company have against Italians?
That's the question I was asking. This company has a bad track record with Italian characters. It's not
I'm not
looking
gonna,
good. Not
before
looking
you even
good.
go any further, I'm not going to pretend to be outraged about the treatment of Italian. I don't care. But I don't
Yes.
really care how they treat anybody. It is what it is. As long as backstage everyone's happy, that's all that matters.
I'm just saying, they don't have the best track record, right? Let's be honest.
I mean, if you go by those two characters alone, it's a horrible track record. I do
They
agree.
don't have it's not very good. It's not looking good.
But yeah, I
Either
don't
way, I
know
think
how to
he
feel.
should be a star, except here we are, and they literally buried him on the first night. So
All those promos just for that. That's really rough, actually.
really, and he looks so good. That's the thing I have the problem with. He looked really, really good,
They
and now
took
he
him out
just
of
looks dumb as shit.
they
So
took him out of Imperium for this, man.
he had a good thing going, and now he does not. So
Well, speaking of people going through
what
it,
an embarrassment. Triple H. We'll see what happens.
I'm not involved in whatever he's planning.
Yes.
So we move on to Green and Niven backstage talking to Nick Aldis. They insult this little pocket tissue. Then Mia Yim shows up, Michin, whatever you want to call her, shows up. She says, hey, you know what? You two suck. And then they said, you suck. And then Nick Aldis says, you know what? Chelsea Green, Michin tonight in a match.
I didn't realize it was for tonight. I thought it was next week.
Well, they were really trying to kill some time on the show. You could really tell.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they were really putting matches together like that.
See, I always thought when you're going off a network, right? I feel like your goal should really be to put on a show that makes people say, man, I got to make sure I follow this program to the next channel.
Yeah.
This is not a show that did that in the slightest.
I think SmackDown's been getting worse and worse every week.
Yeah, I mean, no, next week sounds pretty good. Universal title match in the steel cage, that sounds great. Um, not Cruz. Andrade Hayes 5, that sounds very good. I'm excited for that. Um,
Oh my god, that's gonna be good. Yeah.
them teasing mystery partner for Kevin Owens against A-Town Down Under, that sounds interesting enough. It's just,
No, that's not interesting at all.
yeah, but what if it's someone interesting though?
It's gonna be fucking Randy Orton, Chris.
I know it. Well, no, he's on Raw. It can't be.
He's not on. He's a SmackDown guy he was on Raw, and now he's gonna go back to SmackDown.
I don't think he should. I think he should stay on Raw. Because
These
you know what?
guys, it
Because you
was
know what?
weird when they said he doesn't have any friends, and that and then suddenly he's gonna have a mystery partner because he has a friend.
Yeah, it'll probably be Sami Zayn for being honest.
No, it's not. It's fucking. But what is Randy Orton gonna do?
I really don't think Randy Orton is gonna be the guy.
You are being delusional.
I don't think it'll be him.
You're so delusional.
So delusional. You know what? I'm putting my predictions title on the line. First time in months. If he is the tag team partner next week for Kevin Owens, you win the belt. It's yours again.
Okay, thanks. That was easy.
There you go. Moving on. Owens
He's
versus
tired of
Theory,
having the championship so bad that he just gives it away.
because he'll actually do something with it.
Yeah, I might do something with it. It's true.
Owens versus Theory versus Waller's our next match. It was more of an angle than a match, I'd say.
It was an angle, and it didn't seem like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller were on the same page.
So basically, they're beating up Kevin Owens until Grayson Waller tries to get the pin. Then
Off of
Theory's,
Austin Theory's move.
yeah, then Theory says, "No, what the hell are you doing, man?" And then because of that, they lose the match.
Yeah, because they
And
couldn't get on the same page. They should have been on the same page.
but then they beat the shit out of Kevin Owens anyway, so it's
Even
fine.
page.
They beat down Kevin Owens to make sure that no one looks good coming out of this.
Exactly. Now Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are dumb too. But they've been
Not,
that way, so it's fine.
yeah, I mean that's their gimmick.
Exactly. They just don't know how to do anything right, and then they lost this simply easy triple threat match.
Yeah, it really should have been easy. Should not have lost that one. But anyway, on to things I'm more interested in. Video package for Andrade Hayes 5 next week. I can't wait to
And I
see
thought you
that.
were gonna skip it, man. But I put that in my
Why would
notes
I skip it? What do you mean?
because it wasn't really that important. So I thought you would skip it.
See, my favorite thing is that you didn't even have to reveal the fact that you didn't want to talk about it, but you just chose to throw it out.
No, I was gonna bring it up, and I was gonna say, wait a
You
minute,
were trying to catch me, pal? No, I
you
don't think so.
skipped something.
No, I don't think so. This is
Okay,
Daily Motion, dude, Chris. You're coming with a different guy, you know?
let's see what you say next, Chris.
So next up, Michael Cole and Corey Graves spend 5 minutes glazing the Fox network.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was so confused why they were doing this. I know it's the last night on Fox, but why are they over here like, man, Fox is the greatest network you've seen your entire life. We love Fox. Fox number one. Here's some great moments from our past 5 years here. I
God
was so,
damn it, man! I was gonna tell you that there's a video package showing the great moments of Fox.
why are you so intent on making me look bad?
Because I had these. I thought you were gonna skip it. I didn't know that you were gonna talk about it.
Why would I skip it? It's so weird that they chose to do this.
Because it's not that important, Chris. It's just kind of like a video package in the middle of the show.
Look, if you do something weird on one of these shows, I have to talk about it.
Right.
To me, this was very weird. Putting over the network you were on while also putting on one of the worst shows of the year. To me, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of yeah, LA Knight's out next.
That was a good one, right?
Good setup. I appreciate it.
Yes.
He's out next. He's saying, hey, I defended this title 2 times in a month. Then Carmelo Hayes comes on. He says, man, you're a loser. 2 times, really? Come on. He says, well, it's pretty important because look, and he said, I don't care. And then Andrade comes out. Then they said, well, you know what? I see you want that title. I also want that title. Then they get into it a little bit. It ends
This
with,
is the dumbest thing ever, to be honest.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
I mean that they both tied and they're both like, oh, I want the title. I want the title. Like, obviously, neither of you are even in the spot to declare this.
See, I didn't even know that this was leading to a United States title match. I thought this was just a proving
And
grounds
then they
match.
were like, wait just a minute, I have the solution. They act like they're so smart.
Yeah, a match that's already been announced. Is the
Exactly.
solution.
I have the solution. You
And
and
then with that,
you fight each other and get the tiebreaker. Like that.
the LA Knight reveals a solution that everyone already came to because it was happening next week. That's already been announced.
Yeah, so what the fuck were they coming out and being like, oh, and it's a number one contenders match. So I don't understand.
This really felt like that video package was supposed to play after this. It really does. Or someone
Probably.
played it on the wrong night. It was supposed to be next week. I don't
Probably.
know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It did not.
They'll show it next week too. They'll be like, look at what happened.
They'll show it next week too, but then they didn't show it last week, sure.
Exactly.
But anyway, it was a little dumb. LA Knight stands tall. That's the end of that segment.
Exactly.
Next up, A-Town Down Under the backstage. Grayson Waller says, "Hey Nick, how about next week you find Kevin Owens a tag team partner because he doesn't have any friends, and then we'll face him in a tag team match."
And that's what's gonna happen next week.
This is the most nonsensical. Like, they're a tag team. Why are they not feuding with other tag teams? I don't understand why this is still
This
going.
feud has been building, Chris. Give it some time. Let it breathe a little bit.
This really just feels like Kevin Owens needs something to do, and it's been going on for 2 months, and I'm tired.
Someone has to awaken the animal in Kevin Owens.
This feud is not it. Okay.
And this is the one. He's gonna powerbomb both of them on the aprons. And they're gonna be in wheelchairs next week.
Yeah, if this feud continues past next week, I'd want someone to powerbomb me on an apron.
And then he pulls them into the ring and they get punt kicks by Randy Orton.
Now they get punt kicked by returning Legacy member Ted DiBiase Jr.
He's in prison for stealing money from people, I think.
That's why it's so surprising, because he's supposed to be in prison.
Yeah. It's very bad. It's very bad what he did.
True. Also true. But anyway, next up we get to Meechin versus Chelsea Green. I'm
Apparently
gonna.
Michin did some she got squashed and that looks so crazy. When she got squashed with the damn trash can.
That was nuts, man.
That's good. I like that. That was good.
I respect her for taking that spot.
That
She's
was fucking
officially,
amazing. I don't even remember this happening, but it was cool.
just like that, respectfully, one of my new favorite female wrestlers on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Just for being willing to take that spot.
100%.
But she picks up a win here against Chelsea Green, and then that's all there is to that.
Surprise.
No one is surprised. Isn't that fun? Move on to the main
There's no
event here.
surprises on the show. You're right, Chris.
No, not at all. It's all you could have really skipped this and just watched next week. It'll probably have been a better use of your 2 hours.
I'm gonna watch it next week.
Instead, you should have watched the All Out pre-show. Could have seen AJ and Big Justice in the ground.
Oh my god. The fact that they gave Tony Schiavone and Boom made me sick.
Yeah, I meant to ask you, by the way, was that intentional what you did on Twitter?
What do you mean? What did I do on Twitter?
You said Tony Schiavone gets a doom.
Yes, I was saying he gets a duel because they gave him a boom. What the
Oh,
fuck?
I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't tell if that was a typo or not.
No, I corrected them. I said doom. Okay.
All right. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you get the Costco guys to be on every SmackDown going forward to really sell people on this program? I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? They really sold a lot of tickets for All Out, I bet.
If they got the Rizzler, would they have sold out all out?
They probably, if they had all of them, I think they would have. Yeah,
The entire Costco guys collective.
exactly. And Kujin should be there too.
I don't think Kujin wants anything to do with that situation.
I'm probably, he's already been involved. I mean, I wouldn't say that was the best, but I'm just saying.
You
Kujin,
know,
as his own, he's a pretty entertaining guy.
I want 6-man tag match. I want the House of Black versus the Costco guys.
Yeah, the House of Black Costco guys. I wouldn't want to see that. I don't want to see a kid get beat up like
I
that. No,
want
I
the
think.
cost. I want Nick Wayne and Christian versus Big Justice and AJ.
Why do you want that?
I just want to see Christian call more people terrible fathers. Really.
All right. I don't
Listen,
want him to fight. I think the
listen.
Costco guys can be on-screen characters, if anything.
You never seen that video of that man, the pizza shop, being disrespected just for the Costco guys to show up. AJ, Big Justice, Rizzler just to show up and beat the shit out of those 3 guys. You didn't see that video, man. Just say you don't keep up with the Costco guys' lore.
I don't do. I mean, I wouldn't say I do. I
Just
just
tell
see
me
him
you don't.
around. It's like, you're walking in places and you see people around. That's what happens.
Tell me you don't keep up with the Costco guys' lore. Just say the words, man. Come on.
I don't do it. I don't keep up with the
Thank you.
Costco guys' lore or the Rizzler. I don't even know about the Rizzler, really, honestly. I see him around.
The Rizzler's in the group, man. What do you mean you don't know about him?
I mean, I know about him. I'm saying I see him around. You know what I mean? I
Uh,
don't know the lore, the story.
I see. You're saying you don't want to see the Costco guys versus Christian and Nick Wayne. I think it's just because you're worried about what they do to Nick Wayne.
They probably would destroy Nick Wayne, but still, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put them in that situation.
All right. Man, them versus Braun Strowman and Nicholas would have gone crazy, and you know it. 5 stars at the Budokan.
All right, Dave Meltzer.
Anyway, back to less fun stuff. Bloodline beat up DIY and Street Profits to win the match. Next week is Solo versus Cody Steel Cage.
Soloist, Sokoa, and Cody Rhodes. I mean, this still case. This is a really heated feud, Chris. Heated feud.
Isn't it just a feud that no one cares about? Isn't it just?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. See, the problem is I don't know who else faces Cody. There's no one on SmackDown that can face this man for the title.
Throw up the ones, Chris.
I can throw him up. There's no one that will be pointed at.
Or would I mean, who the fuck do you point the ones at, Chris? Jesus?
Yes.
That's who we point to. You're right. We do.
I don't know. Maybe they're pointing up to God. I'm not here to assume.
Roman Reigns has been religious this whole time.
Maybe he has. You don't know.
After this, he got stolen. This bloodline got stolen from him. He's gonna be like really religious now. He's gonna be like, "Thank God I got my bloodline back."
Yeah, you don't know.
Throw up the
I'm ready for
one and point them at Jesus.
that. I'm ready for it, man.
Maybe I don't know.
Man, everyone's talking about acknowledging me. Why don't we acknowledge him as he points to the cross?
That would be crazy.
Man, next week, returning Paul Heyman, Kevin Owens tag team partner. I'm here for it.
Oh, Heyman returning really?
Yeah. Remember, he hasn't been around since he got put through the table by the Bloodline.
That's because he's been dead.
True. Yeah, he's in the same island as Ricochet and Tupac. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm gonna give this episode of SmackDown a solid thumbs down
Did you
because
mention Piper Niven's involvement
in the match,
in the Chelsea rematch?
I didn't think it was important.
Oh, that's not important. Someone getting involved in a match is not important.
Well, it's not like we didn't know how it was gonna end. No one thought Chelsea Green was winning a match.
Yeah, Piper got involved.
That didn't go well. Everyone lost except for Michin in that match.
Well, that is true. We all lost.
But yeah, I'm giving this episode a thumbs out. A thumbs down. SmackDown on Fox goes out with a whimper. They started by burying Kofi Kingston and they go out with a whimper. Isn't that a fun little 5-year bookmark?
How bad. How disgraceful. This show gets a double thumbs down, Chris.
I wouldn't say all that. I'd just say singular thumbs down.
That's what Triple H gets. That son of a bitch.
That's what you've been talking about this whole episode?
A double thumbs down, yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode of SmackDown Review from us. It's not the title of the series. I just didn't want to restart that sentence. Make sure you join us next week for the series premiere of SmackDown on USA Network. We're going to review it. We're going to talk about it. Hopefully it's much better than this week. I really hope so. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. If you can, it'd be really cool of you. Remember, 5 stars on all podcasting platforms. Follow us on all the social medias. Thank you guys. See you later.
Double thumbs